From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert Weather.
We know it's always a toss-up when you have a sort of an outdoor holiday weekend like this one, as far as if the weather will actually pan out for us. Looking at records, this is expected to be one of the coolest and wettest Memorial Day weekends that we've experienced in decades. I looked back at all the Memorial Days over the 2000s and only found 3 years that had highs in the 60s. We're talking highs in the 50s with wet weather and wind. So I'll step out of the way here so you can take all of this in, the forecast for Sunday and Monday. Maybe you thought today, this isn't all that bad. I could get used to this. Well, it's about to get cooler, wetter, and windier over the next 2 days with highs only in the 50s for the Treasure Valley. And the snow levels will be falling in our mountain locations as well, starting about 6,000 feet through the day tomorrow. And then as those temperatures really drop into Monday morning, we're looking at snow falling down to around 5,000 feet. However, it looks like most of the accumulation will be at much higher elevations above 6,500 feet. But even in those highest peaks, this is 1 to 4 inches of snow that we could be looking at as we head through the rest of the 3-day weekend. Already seeing those storms developing. We've seen some really great reports and pictures on Idaho Weather Watcher's Facebook page. Thank you for sharing those. You are our eyes and ears out there, especially in the west end of the valleys, since Skycam 7 doesn't get the best shot of this. Here's our line of thunderstorms, not quite as ornery as what we saw last night, but there still could be some gusty wind, not potentially damaging, maybe some small hail and also bouts of heavy rain. I think that's really what we're looking at with this forecast, is very wet weather coming through as we move through the next 2 days, the next 48 hours. Thunderstorm cell moving right into Murphy right now. All of this is tracking southwest to northeast. A similar story down through the Magic Valley. It's a little bit more active, as you can see, with all of those lightning bolt icons that are showing up just to the west of Jackpot, southern Twin Falls County. But as they get closer to the valley locations, they should lose a little bit of that steam there. Could still hear a distant rumble of thunder. Maybe you're already in the middle of a cookout or something outdoors. You might want to bring it in for a time. And I mentioned before that once the wet weather tap turns on again for us this evening, it really doesn't shut off for the next 2 days. And we're seeing that snow level falling in our mountain locations as that colder air wraps back in following this low trekking through the southern part of the state. This futurecast is really only taking us through the rest of the day tomorrow, but that wet weather continues into Monday as well. So here's our Magic Valley forecast for tomorrow. Highs in the low 50s, times of wet weather, windy weather, gusts getting up to about 35 miles per hour for our valley locations. Into the mountains, starting with the snow level 6,000 feet, above 6,000 feet for tomorrow. So Long Valley not getting any wet snow tomorrow, but certainly wet weather. Lower Treasure Valley looking for scattered showers and windy conditions throughout the entire day. Boise area to a high of about 54 tomorrow. Here's the wind gust forecast tomorrow. West-northwest winds gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour. It's blustery, kind of raw feeling. We know we need this precipitation, but it is a lot of it, and it's coming kind of poor timing. I'd say camping's going to be a little tough this weekend, or as I said this morning, really the type of camping that's only for the tough. So how much rain are we talking? How much precipitation, how much water will fall over the region as we head through the rest of the 3-day weekend? Here's your range. Looking at anywhere from about a ½ an inch to up over an inch. There's a potential for that. This is some very wet weather that's moving through the area. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast. Again, make some plans here. And I don't know, I always say have a plan B on standby, but I'd say that this is more of a forecast where you want to alter those plans for Sunday and Monday. Moving through the rest of next week, we do start to see a return to more summer-like temperatures as meteorological summer kicks off on Wednesday, marked by the 1st of June. We'll be right back after a quick break.